My response was, what? The church is on fire. What's the church doing on fire?
There's a lot of speculation in the air as to whether it was just simple arson, whether it was a hate crime. We don't know why, but we do know that something's wrong.
The FBI and the ATF are teaming up to investigate a string of arsons at black churches.
A church on fire overnight, and investigators say that it was not an accident.
Black churches everywhere on alert.
Fires all set just days after Dylan Roof went on that racist rampage at a church in Charleston, South Carolina.
3 of the fires in Knoxville, Tennessee, Macon, Georgia, and Charlotte, North Carolina are being investigated as arson.
Senior Pastor Mannix Kinsey of Briar Creek Baptist Church. I came over and all I could see was flames, and I said to myself, oh my God, the church is going to burn down. After even being here the many years that I've been here more than 14 years at this church and seen a lot of transition at this church, but to see the church on fire and to know that the fire department was doing the best they could, even though they would not allow us to get even close to the building, it was almost thinking of the worst. But when the fire was over, it seems like that God just blew from heaven and blew out that particular part of the building and said, that's it, that's as far as it's going. And that next day to come here and see that the sanctuary was unscathed, we give all credit to God.
I'm Cleveland Hobby III, senior pastor of the College Hill Seventh-day Adventist Church. An arsonist decided to come and try to burn the church up. They came around to a side door that leads to our playground and tried to set fire to that area and that door. Someone asked me, said, well, they didn't leave any of the classic notes or signs that hate crimes usually leave. But I think the classic sign of a hate crime on a burnt church is the burnt church itself. The burnt cinders leave all the signage that we need to see.
My name is Jeanette Dudley. I am the assistant pastor here at God's Power Church of Christ. And I did cry a little bit, just the thought this church has been here since it was built in 1991 and it's standing all this time. And to just see it burning like that, it saddened my heart to know that someone, would do such a thing to the house of God.
The mind of a person who would do something like that is amazing. I think that there's a level of hate to do this, whether it's race-based, I really don't know. But I really believe that they're fearful, whoever they are, because fear produces hate. And I really believe they wanted us to respond to them in like kind, be fearful, but we didn't. We had the opposite, we had love.
I think more or less the other thing that we should worry about is the individuals who started the fire. I think as we look around the country, there is a brewing of things that are growing out of control.
We have been taught over the years that we must endure hardness as a good soldier. And with this happening, it just only made us more stronger in God. It drew us even closer to God. We just trusted Him, knowing that, He is in control. He's in charge of this. And I tell people, we don't need to fight in this battle, because this battle don't belong to us, but it belongs to God. And we're just being steadfast. We're just letting God letting God be God in this situation, because we just trust Him and believe that He's going to work it out.
Sometimes it seems as though the media likes the sensational, but I think the clear message that has come across in our case is that love trumps fear any day. I think that Americans need to know that this has to stop. Whatever the reasons may be, it has to stop. I'd be hard pressed to say that this is merely coincidence. You've got too many black churches in a week, and we've got investigators saying we have no proof. And we have churches that receive far more damage than what ours received. I think that we'd be foolhardy to just say, oh, this is it and this is that, but there are too many black churches that got burned. I know churches have been having fire issues for years, but the history of violence in the South cannot be ignored.